Alex Caruso, 3 steals, 2 blocks off the bench. Chet Holmgren just 2 for 9 from the field in this game 1 loss.
On your right, Joel, the first question.
Joel Lorenzi with the Oklahoma. Alex, I imagine you spent a lot of the past week sort of watching some of the comebacks the Pacers had and the nature of them. What sort of stuck out to you about the way they win those games? What felt like a common denominator tonight, and where do you think things sort of went off the rails?
I don't know if went off the rails is the correct term. We lost the game. I thought we played good enough to win. We just didn't finish the game. And, credit to them. They, like you said, that's how they've played for the whole postseason. They kind of stayed true to themselves and their brand of basketball. And, they threw in a couple big shots down the stretch. And that's kind of been a key for them, too, in a lot of those games that you talk about where they played at the end of the game where they might have, like, some type of comeback and end up winning. And then they found a way to get enough stops. We'll go back and watch the film. I don't think we played poorly. There'll probably be some stuff that we can clean up and, come back and get ready for Sunday.
Joe?
Masato, the Oklahoman. Alex, this was pretty reminiscent of Denver game 1 for you guys. Obviously, you go on to win that series. Do you look back on that experience at all now moving forward?
Yeah, you can. Just from a sense of, kind of the same game flow. We played good enough to win that game, controlled it for the most part, was up double digits most of that game as well. And then, they made some big shots. We made a couple mistakes down the stretch to give them free throws. There's some similar stuff from that. And I think just moving forward, I think the mentality of this team is good. We'll go back to the film and see what coach has for us and then move from there.
Go ahead.
Yeah, this is either one of you guys. Myron Patton, OKC Sports. You ever been part of a game where you force 25 turnovers and you lose, 14 steals, that many takeaways, and you come up on the short end of things?
I don't know. I've played a lot of games in my lifetime, but not in the NBA probably.
All right, let's go Nick over on the left. Sorry. Yep, go ahead, Nick.
Chet, I was just wondering what you felt offensively out there as a team. It seemed like you guys got a lot of opportunities in the paint, a lot of stuff going downhill. Did you feel like the angles that you had to the rim were good, or maybe some opportunities for improvement there?
There's always opportunities for improvement. We're going to go back and see where we can be better, but I feel like we're getting really good cracks at it, getting good looks. We're getting advantages, and especially myself, just wasn't finishing those plays. Got to slow down, and look how I can kind of convert those.
Dan, straight ahead.
Myles Turner, 3 block shots, 15 points, and 2 made threes, including Myles Turner, one of 6 Pacers in double-figure scoring.
We talk a lot about the Pacers offense and how you guys are explosive and all, but this tonight you only conceded 2 points in the last 2 minutes. How proud are you of the defensive effort in the last minutes of the team?
Our defense is something that we decided to hang our hat on about a year and a half ago. We knew we had to, if we ever wanted to be on this stage, it's something we had to tune up. So I think we did a good job in the last closing moments, but we still got a lot of work to do. And, even myself, I know I made a lot of mistakes tonight, but, that's the beauty of being on the stage. Once you make a mistake, you got to move right on because, it's just the game just moves so fast.
Last row.
Hi, Myles. Derek Kramer, iPacers.com. Can you just tell me about the importance of Obi Toppin in this game? 17 points off the bench, 5 threes.
Man, it's just his confidence never shook. He started the game off with like 2 or 3 turnovers and whatnot, and he was able to make an impact. I think he started hit a couple threes right after that. Defensively, he was moving his feet. He's able to get out and run. So, he's someone that's very important, to our system. But I think it was a huge confidence boost for him, especially, game 1.
Right here in the first row on the right.
Steve Ashburn, NBA.com. Knowing what you knew about Oklahoma City coming in and their defense and their propensity to force turnovers, by the end of that first half, were you guys disappointed in yourselves, more stunned at how that had gone in giving up the ball?
Absolutely not. You just said it. We knew what this team was. I think that on this stage, you don't have time to be stunned. You don't have time to be disappointed. Again, you have to move on. We came in there knowing that we can be better. And, again, it's probably historically bad. I'm not sure what the record is, but, we weathered the storm. We were resilient and, we were able to find a way to win at the end.
First row here on the left, Tim.
Thank you. Myles, some guys might get one of those shots in a lifetime. Ty's had 4 in these playoffs in the last 1.4 or whatever. What's it been like to witness, and how do you explain it as somebody who's seen a lot in this league, what he does in that moment?
Ultimate confidence in himself. And that is so – some players will say they have it, but there's other players that show it. And, he's going to let you know about it too. That's one of the things I respect about him. He's just he's a baller, man. He's a hooper. He's just really just a gamer. When it comes to the moments, like, he wants the ball. He wants to be the one to, hit that shot. He doesn't shy away from the moment. And very important this time of the year, have a go-to guy. And he just seems to keep finding a way. And we keep getting the ball in the right positions. And, the rest is history.
Right in the middle.
Give credit to that Pacers defense. It's only the 5th time this season that the Thunder were held to under 40% shooting in a game, and this was game 99 for them. For an in-depth breakdown of Game 1, tune in to NBA TV Friday at 7 o'clock for NBA Finals Film Room, also presented by YouTube TV. Nabil Kareem, Greg Anthony, Bill Handy will be on the show breaking down an epic Game 1. Speaking of which, it's the NBA's first one-point finals game since 2019, and it's the Pacers on top, 111-110.
Welcome once again to the NBA Finals, where they had a thunderstorm outside, a downpour. They've had thunderstorms in this building all season long. Gilgeous Alexander splits the defense inside. Gorgeous move from SGA. He's got 9 early points. Their defense once again swarming, forcing turnover after turnover. Final seconds, no fouls to give. Halliburton looking. Halliburton driving, pulls up, jump shot. It's good with 0.3 of a second remaining. Timeout, OKC. Tyrese Halliburton does it again.